Welcome back to Overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Just had a nice chat with Gibbs. That was great. Now we've brought the two goons back, the two end pieces.
I'll accept that title.
Wait, is he Goon 1 or 2? That's what I want to know.
Goon 3.
I don't know. Is there? What is the difference?
We don't talk about Goon 1.
Oh yeah, don't. That's he's still in Canada. That's where he's at. But Dreamhack. Let's talk about Dreamhack, ladies and gentlemen. Sweden was amazing.
Beautiful.
Lawler and I got to go. Sorry you couldn't come. It was lots of fun. Had a blast. And Flipside and Gale Force. We talked about them at the top of the show. They just competed in the Brisk Summer Series, or the 7-Eleven Summer Series presented by Brisk, rather. And results were completely different than they were here because, my goodness, Flipside looked in top form with Mystic.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth. We saw two roster changes. Obviously, Gale Force came in without an official third, so they're trying out Turbo. He's now official. And then the same thing with Flipside. They were testing some out because Greasy wasn't able to make it, and now he's their official as of Monday. So, yeah, we saw a lot of mix-up in seeing who would be the best, and didn't make any difference for the tournament that we saw last Sunday. So
yeah, it was a cool tournament though. A lot of fun, great trophy they had there that the players got to hoist at the end and stuff. So I enjoyed going and enjoyed seeing that stuff. And it's cool to have like a LAN other than the LAN, you know? It was probably the coolest environment we'd had competition in outside of RLCS. And we're gonna get to do it all again in Atlanta. That's coming up the 21st to the 23rd, a $50,000 prize pool. And that'll be on twitch.tv/Dreamhack Rocket League. So definitely tune into that. And guys, so many teams competing. We got teams coming over from Europe. We got teams coming from the States as well. So we only had one team at the one in Sweden from America. That was Rogue, and they came in 4th. Now we're gonna have Gale Force and Envious, Flipside, some other. I think there's a few other.
Rocket should be there.
Rocket, maybe the leftovers as well. I'm not quite sure.
I think they're there. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of European teams coming over. That's the point. And teams to look out for here. Obviously, there's the big ones we've been talking about. Let's start with you. Who you got?
With me?
I think so.
With me. So the big one that's been a question mark for me is their performance over the past couple of weeks has been kind of shaky, and it's Envious. Obviously, the new roster pickup, but the big difference is Maestro is still not able to attend. We just saw him able to play in Brisk Summer Series, and now we're missing out on him yet again because of vacation. So they're going to be bringing in Greasy, who is now a free agent, and I'm curious to see if he's going to be someone that they can rely on. I mean, Maestro plays a very specific role for the team, but they all have their ability to make plays happen out of nothing. And Greasy can fit that role as well. Like, he's very quick, he has energy, especially when he's hopped up on a ton of something, depending on what Leaf decides for that week. But he plays very well. You know, he's really quick. It's just Remco and Maestro are a very iconic pair, and is Greasy going to be able to be the one that ties
The coolest thing for me here is that Envious is formerly Northern Gaming, which is formerly Weedham Girls, which was originally Remco, Maestro, and Greasy. So this is kind of Greasy going back to his old team. So this is with Devo instead of Maestro.
Yeah, this team's got to be one of the favorites, I think, coming in. Like, Greasy, like, right now, is that #1 free agent. Everyone wants him, and this is not a bad sub at all. Maestro, he's great as well, but Greasy, he's played a ton with Remco before, and it's not that hard to play with Devo. Just watch him do his thing, and you'll be fine. So this team is definitely going to be one of those top teams coming in here.
And also, as a player that was with Cooks here and Marky Duda, no matter how well you perform, you'll kind of always be underneath them in the limelight. The spotlight will always be on those two. So I think for Greasy, he's got great experience getting to play with them, and whatever made them part ways, you know, it happens. But I think now he's really going to start shining. He's going to be able to feel like he can fill his own shoes.
Who you got? Who you want to still take a look at here at Dreamhack Atlanta?
It's a really obvious pick, but I got to go with Gale Force Esports.
Sure.
I really genuinely think that this is the roster that's like, I think it's a dream roster that people would have put together if you gave them a lot of time to look through it, look through the stats. They were always there to help the star players be star players. These are people that have made it all the way. They've made it to the grand finals. They've done it on separate teams. They've worked with different people. They've helped different people shine. And now it's their time to shine as a group.
So this is the dream roster?
This is... I know what you're about to do here.
Well, where's the dark horse? Who's the dark horse on this
You don't
team?
need a dark horse on real dream rosters.
Where's the 5 North America players?
Yeah, right?
Your dream team.
If you made me do Just Europe, I'd come up with this, definitely.
Okay.
Turbo is a world champion, though.
Turbo,
so.
yeah, he's reigning world champion, and the fact that he just beat the team that he helped bring to the world championship is a little bit of like, maybe it was all me. Like, it's all Turbo's fault that we won, because I just beat you, and we also won world champions together. It's huge for him. And also, like, you look at K-Dop, and you look at Violent Panda as well. I've always loved watching him set people up, working well. He worked with Pashy well for so long. He got his name kind of because Pashy pulled him into that roster in the beginning, and then we saw Violent Panda do well. And K-Dop, He's just you can't get caught off guard by him. He's always there every game, highlight reel, all over the place. I'm super stoked for this roster.
I'm excited to see these two teams in particular, Envious and Gale Force, because like you're talking about, it's Turbo coming from Envious, so he just beat them. That was cool. But now they're swapping out Maestro for Greasy for this particular tournament. That'll just be really cool to see those two teams clash somewhere in the bracket.
If they run into each other again and we get to see them like play against each other 3 times over the course of like a month and a half, why not? I want to see the history between these big, like really powerhouse teams that EU play each other.
All right, Gibbs. Who you got for me?
Well, we're talking about all these European teams trying to fly over and take the title from a North American team. Well, I'm going to go with the ultimate USA team, Team Rogue over here. Turtle's probably going to bring the giant flag again. We'll see if the crowd gets behind them. But I'm a little worried about them. They're my team to watch because I'm not sure what's going to happen. They might not even finish top 8 because they've had a weird summer. All 3 players right after the World Championships flew out to Europe to do some things for the org, so they didn't get a lot of play time in. They haven't had great results coming back. Turtle was almost dead. Like, he was so sick he had to leave early from Europe. So it's been a rough couple of months for them. They came in 5th World Championships. They tied for 3rd at Dreamhack Sweden, the only team to go out there, so that was a good result. But I'm a little worried about them coming into here. But they have the home crowd behind them. We'll see if that helps.
Yeah, last time we saw them play, they were playing under jet lag and with sickness and stuff like that. This time, they're staying here on their home turf. Hopefully, they won't have that many IRL issues and it'll be good. I'm keeping my eye on G2. They really impressed me in the last Bricks Summer Series. They completely beat NRG. Did they sweep them?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. I did not forget that. And I was so impressed at the way that these guys played. Kronovi considers Atlanta to be his hometown. He is very confident he's going to be able to win here just because this is his city. He's so excited. G2's on fire right now. I'm excited to see these guys play.
Well, that's my issue with G2 is I need to see consistency out of them. They've shown that they can compete with the best and they can beat the best. But where is that happening time and time again? And this is a chance for them to do that. They have the ability to come back and play after another kind of crushing defeat they had the past couple of weeks. They haven't put the time in. Like, where are they showing up in community tournaments? Where are they showing these results to prove to us they're not going to have the same results as they did in Season 3?
Yep.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of teams in Sweden for Dreamhack just kind of thrown together teams. We saw the Diffuse kids, and they tied for 3rd as well. Not a lot of orgs actually came out to Dreamhack Sweden. Everyone is coming out for Dreamhack Atlanta, so that should be a lot of fun to watch all these teams compete.
Yeah, we didn't touch on NRG, but I assume NRG will be there. And NRG is also made up of, I think, both Jacob and Garrett G are from Georgia, from possibly the Atlanta area. So I would love to see Kronovi versus Garrett G in the battle for whose hometown is this really. There's a lot of substantial talent in Georgia.
Having all these one-shot tournaments is great for us as well. It gives us a lot more speculation going into any kind of qualification for Season 4. Generally, we kind of just fly high and dry. We're just like, well, they've been doing okay in some community tournaments. They've been trying out a bunch of new people, but now they can truly try out new people. They can bring them to LAN environments, see how they perform in live situations, which generally we've seen some players like hot and cold with online and live play. So it gives them all that extra experience in live experience. Well, I guess I just said that.
Lots of experience.
Lots of experience.
That's the important part.
Lots of live experience.
lots of experience, live or otherwise. Guys, we want to know who you think's going to win. Definitely be checking social media for polls. There will be a lot of polls here about who you think is going to win. We want to know what your opinion is. That's going to do it for our Dreamhack coverage here. But when we come back, before we're done, everybody's favorite, not the 50-50, everybody's second favorite, trivia is coming up. Gibbs is going to grill us all. We'll see who wins. I don't know. It's going to be fun. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.